Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most important but often overlooked elements of a strong and harmonious marriage: intimacy. When most people think of intimacy, they usually focus on the physical side of things, but the truth is, intimacy is much more than that. In today's video, we're going to explore the role of both physical and emotional intimacy in creating a balanced and deeply connected relationship. We'll talk about how these two types of intimacy work together to strengthen your marriage and keep things in harmony. Let's get started. 1. What is intimacy? Shift to a more thoughtful tone, establishing a solid foundation. First, let's define intimacy. Intimacy is often misunderstood. While many people associate it with physical closeness, intimacy actually involves a much broader connection. It's the sense of being known, understood, and accepted by your partner, both on an emotional and physical level. Physical intimacy includes all the ways you connect with your spouse physically, from hugging, kissing, and holding hands to sexual intimacy. But emotional intimacy is about sharing your deepest thoughts, feelings, dreams, and vulnerabilities with each other. Both types of intimacy are vital, and one without the other can lead to imbalance. Emotional intimacy without physical closeness can feel disconnected, while physical intimacy without emotional connection can feel shallow. Let's break down how each of these plays a key role in a harmonious marriage. 2. Emotional intimacy, the foundation of connection. Switch to a more engaging tone, speaking from the heart. Let's start with emotional intimacy, which is often the foundation of any strong relationship. Emotional intimacy is about being able to share your innermost self with your spouse, your fears, your dreams, and everything in between. It's the space where you feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable and where your partner feels the same. When emotional intimacy is strong, it creates a sense of trust, safety, and understanding. You know that you can turn to each other for support without fear of judgment or rejection. You don't just communicate your thoughts, you share your emotions, and you actively listen to each other's feelings. For example, after a tough day at work, it's not just about telling your spouse what happened. It's about opening up and saying, "I felt frustrated today because I didn't feel appreciated." That's emotional intimacy, expressing feelings openly and knowing your partner will listen and validate them. This kind of closeness brings you closer together emotionally and creates a deep bond of understanding and connection. 3. Physical intimacy, deepening the emotional bond shift to a more relaxed yet thoughtful tone, addressing the importance of physical intimacy. Now let's talk about physical intimacy. While emotional intimacy is the foundation, physical intimacy strengthens and deepens that emotional connection. It's a form of communication that says, "I love you, I care for you, I'm here for you." Physical touch, whether it's a simple touch on the arm, a hug, or sexual intimacy, releases oxytocin, the so-called love hormone, which helps strengthen bonds and reduce stress. Physical intimacy makes you feel safe, wanted, and connected in a very tangible way. But physical intimacy isn't just about sex, it's about closeness. Those moments when you hold hands, cuddle on the couch, or kiss each other goodnight. These little gestures of physical affection are powerful because they serve as a constant reminder that your partner is there for you. When both emotional and physical intimacy are present, they create a positive cycle. The more emotionally connected you feel, the more likely you are to feel open and comfortable with physical intimacy. And the more physically connected you feel, the more likely you are to want to connect emotionally. They fuel each other. 4. The impact of intimacy on relationship harmony. Switch to a more reflective tone, explaining how intimacy impacts overall harmony in the marriage. When both emotional and physical intimacy are thriving in your marriage, the benefits are clear. Harmony in your relationship becomes the natural outcome. You're no longer just coexisting as roommates or business partners. You're two people who are deeply connected, both emotionally and physically. The truth is, a lack of intimacy, whether emotional or physical, can lead to frustration, resentment, and even disconnection. Couples who stop nurturing emotional intimacy often find themselves drifting apart, even if they're physically present with each other. And couples who lack physical intimacy may struggle with feeling ignored or unwanted. But when both are present, you feel closer, more supported, and you're more likely to navigate life's challenges together as a team. Intimacy allows you to feel secure, knowing that your partner not only loves you, but also values and understands you on a deep level. 5. How to nurture emotional and physical intimacy. Switch to a more practical, actionable tone, providing tips for couples. Now, you may be wondering, how do we nurture both emotional and physical intimacy? Well, it's all about intention and effort. Here are a few tips. Make time for each other. In our busy lives, it's easy to let intimacy slide. But carving out quality time for each other, whether it's for deep conversation or simple physical touch, helps keep the bond strong. Be open and vulnerable. Don't just talk about logistics. Share how you're really feeling. Be honest about your emotions and encourage your partner to do the same. Physical touch matters. Whether it's a hug, a kiss, or holding hands, find ways to physically connect daily. These small gestures of affection can make a huge difference in how connected you feel. Prioritize your sex life. Sexual intimacy is an important part of the relationship. Make it a priority and find ways to keep it fun and exciting, whether it's through communication, spontaneity, or simply spending time focusing on each other. 6. Intimacy as a lifelong practice. Switch to a more uplifting, encouraging tone to inspire viewers. Finally, remember that intimacy is a lifelong practice. It requires ongoing effort, attention, and care. Like any important aspect of marriage, it's not something that happens automatically. You have to actively work on it, adapt as your relationship evolves, and keep finding new ways to stay emotionally and physically connected. As you grow and change together, so will your needs for intimacy, and that's okay. Embrace the journey of discovery with your spouse, whether it's learning new ways to communicate emotionally or exploring new forms of physical affection. Intimacy isn't static. It's an evolving, beautiful part of your relationship. End with a warm smile, speaking with reassurance and encouragement. So, to sum it up, intimacy, both emotional and physical, is absolutely essential for creating harmony in marriage. When you nurture both forms of intimacy, you strengthen your bond, improve your communication, and create a deeply connected and resilient relationship. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more relationship insights. And I'd love to hear from you. How do you and your spouse nurture intimacy in your marriage? Drop a comment below and let's chat. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.